Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And Anthony?
And Intel had a legendary tank, and it may be a good opportunity to load up on some chip stocks. I said chick stocks. Oops. Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? Chip stocks. All right. We're gonna take a look at NVIDIA, AMD, TSM. Now, whatever you think of these companies, whether they be overvalued or not, I think we can all agree AI is kind of a technical revolution. It's something. It's the shovels of the future, of the shovels of the gold rush. I believe that either you do a chip ETF or hold something just a little bit because the opportunity is pretty unmatched. However, would I buy Nvidia at this price? No, no, it's too much. So, what price would it work? Speaking of Nvidia, they shit the bed a little bit. They have a delay. So their H100 chips are the chips that like Meta has like
Yeah.
$14 billion worth or something, right? It's like 40 grand a chip after the add-ons or
Yeah.
something. It's the one that is powering AI compute and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right?
H100 there. That's the one that everyone's been buying, like
Yep.
tens of thousands of these things if they can afford them to build out their
Yes.
supercomputer clusters.
B200 is the next version. It's the upgraded version. There's a design flaw, so now they're going to be set back a minimum of 3 months. Do I think that matters in the long run 10 years from now? No, not at all. But the market is like an emotional child. So it could help us. It could be great.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Now, this is crazy. I've seen this number everywhere, but the AI chip market CAGR is supposed to be 31 to 47% yearly for 7 to 10 years. That sounds crazy, but it has been happening. So I don't want to say that's ridiculously high. And then you
Yeah.
have, Mark Zuckerberg at his Meta earnings being like, yeah, no, Llama 3 is great. We have 350,000 H100 GPUs, but we're going to need 10 times the compute power for Llama 4. So I,
Yeah.
I mean, people are buying it, man. It's
I
it's
think they were
crazy.
actually about 600,000 H100s and like almost a million when you include all the other GPUs that they have as far as the
Yeah,
compute power. But yeah, he was
it's
anticipating a
crazy.
10x from generation to generation from Llama 3 to Llama 4 and like continual extrapolation of that trend out as each successful generation of model requires significantly more compute than the one before it to even train, never mind actually run on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
once again, I feel like if there's a buying opportunity, if the market tanks in the next 4 or 5 months, let's just theoretically, I am loading up on these stocks, right, and some other ones. I'm not going to put all my chickens in one basket, eggs in one basket. Um, Here's one that I probably won't buy: Intel. So Intel sucks. There's not really like a lot to say. They just fired 15,000 people, which is a correct move. I think the HR department has like 20,000 people in it. I don't know. You do the math on
Yeah.
that. And they did cancel their dividend for the fourth quarter. They should not have a dividend if they are trying to do a foundry. By the way, do you know the last company that tried to do a foundry in the United States?
I'm gonna go with AMD.
It was AMD, and they almost went bankrupt. They had to split it off, and then Lisa Su inherited that company at like $1 a share.
Yeah.
So it's very, very capital intensive. Dividends should have been good news. They still have like 20 billion cash on hand. To be clear here. Now,
Okay.
here's where this gets interesting. All right, so this green arrow, this was AMD earnings. All right, now they have the highest PE by far, but the market liked their earnings. And then the following day, Intel took a dump, and it the same. That just because Intel has a bad outlook doesn't mean Nvidia and AMD do. They're very different
Yeah.
companies, right? Intel has the worst leadership in history. They have a new CEO every 2 years.
He's been there for a couple of years now. Okay, give Pat Gelsinger a break.
He's got one more year, guaranteed.
He's trying. He's trying.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
See, NVIDIA also hitting that 100 average, which is a pretty important number. And then this is Taiwan Semiconductors. They just lost the 100 average. So
Hmm.
if one thing I want to look at here, so the Qs, they're up about 10.2% year to date, but they're down
Okay.
10.8% from their all-time high. All right.
Hmm.
SPY up 12.5%, down 5.7% from all-time high because it was led by tech. Now,
Yes.
you never know what's going to happen in the market, right? I really, really think if I can, I'm going to add NVIDIA, AMD, and TSM. But
Wow.
this is also you can see the PE of these. This is fairly current, so AMD is very high. TSM, I feel like they have the best moat because someone has to produce their chips, and
Hmm.
if Intel says their foundries are going to be good in I don't know what it was 7 or 8 years, that means 15. So I don't think this. I don't
Or,
think it's going to happen.
or never. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
or never. Yeah.
Yeah.
So TSM seems like something should definitely happen. They're chilling around 142 ish right now, but at a price target of 104 to 126, which would lower that PE substantially, that is a steal. I am definitely going to be buying. AMD, I love the company so much. They're too high, if I'm being honest with you. It's that they need to lose another 30%. My favorite, if possible, buy would be NVIDIA around 76 to 82. This is easy math because at 140 they hit a $3 trillion market cap. So at 70 they're at 1.5. I know that sounds high, but they're making so much money. It's crazy. So if if the market crashes, I feel like this is one of the best opportunities as long as they crash with it. The
Okay.
market's been held up by chips for a while now. Um, you'll notice ARM is not in this. It's because
No.
I don't know anything about it, and I didn't want to speak to stuff I have no idea about. I
I
I
mean,
need to
that's what this
do
entire
some research.
channel is dedicated to, is talking about stuff we have nothing to do, know nothing
It's
about.
true. I should put it in here. Yeah, I just know they make chips. I don't even know what stuff they make. So, but
Yeah.
that is what I'm going to be doing in the next 5 months. If you see our previous video, I do think the market's not going to be very happy very soon. So
Yeah.
we will see what
Hey,
happens.
that's what I love to do when I'm anticipating that. I start making a shopping list and then with some
Yeah,
dream prices and just waiting back and seeing if they hit my price target and buying it.
Meta, Nvidia, TSM are my top three. So
Love it.
all in the same category. Later, guys.